Cancer, this is your mid-year check-in. I have based this reading on this spread. Now the page is a little bit strange. I'll put it in there as well. It's a spread created by Carrie Paris. You can find it on her website, carrieparis.com, and she made this spread for the solstice, but I am using it as a mid-year check-in. Now these three cards are in the middle. These are the three most important cards, and this one is really the one, the issue, the situation, the things that you are wanting for yourself, and that your guides want you to know that you can reach for yourself. So it's what your guides want you to know, so it's more like an advice. Now it is meant for Cancer suns, but also if you're a Cancer moon or if you're a Cancer rising. Now, if you're not resonating with this reading, please do not take it with you, leave it behind, leave what not resonates behind, and only take that what resonates. If you don't resonate at all, go and have a look at your own rising sign reading or your moon sign reading, because sometimes you resonate better with those readings. Now, again, I have done a sample reading of this on TikTok for myself, using myself as an example, because I'm creating a course, a tarot course for beginners. So if you are interested, keep on, subscribe here, because I'll get the information out here for when that is launching. It will be after the summer for sure, not during the summer. You can already, relax. It's not going to be anytime soon before the heat goes away here. But enough talk. Let's get into the reading. So your guides want you to notice the Empress. This is a beautiful energy. They want you to know that everything is fertile for you. Everything is possible for you. The Empress is a very feminine card. Yes, there is a feminine energy in there, but there is the energy of growing all these flowers under her skirt. There is the fertility, possibility, opportunity, growth, harvest, all that is embedded in this card. So your guides want you to know, Cancer, that, it's the Earth Mother, yes, but it's sort of that, everything is possible for you. And there are some things here that you need to do, and that's in the rest of the spread. There's some things you have to do. There are some things that they advise you not to do in order to get the things that you really want. And most of all, the things that you need in your life. Not so much want as need, for you to have a prosperous, enjoyable, beautiful life. Look at all these beautiful flowers. A happy, joyful, pleasurable life. And that is yours. That possibility is there. Now, again, this is for the next 6 months, but they want you to know it's there. Now, this is what will sustain you. And this is the Seven of Swords, but reversed. Now, the Seven of Swords, like this, is a very protective card. Look at this woman protecting the eggs. So it's protecting yourself, but I feel this is going to be counterproductive for you if you are overprotective of those around you, for your closest people, the ones you love, but also if you're too protective of yourself. If you don't let people in enough, if you don't, how do I say that? If you close yourself off from the world because you feel you need to protect yourself from this harsh world that we're living in, and I agree, things are really difficult. There is this underlying energy that feels really wonky, and I can feel it, and a lot of people I've been speaking to are feeling it. But the thing is, if you then withdraw completely from the world, then you can never get there. Because we need to, in order for us to grow, in order for us to have a pleasurable, joyful life with things that we need in our life, for it to be joyful, we cannot completely protect ourselves. from everything, and we cannot hide away, and we cannot close ourselves off, because it's telling you to just don't be completely overprotective. That's what they want you to know. Now we have another reversed card here. It's very funny that you have here two reversed cards. This is the card your intuition wants you to know. And this is the Ten of Cups reversed. So I'm going to just show you the card like that. This is the card. A 10 of Cups is a beautiful card like this. Because it's the perfect relationship, it's the perfect things are flowing, you're in the sea, all the fishes around, I mean, the rainbow here. It's like the perfect romantic card. But reversed, it's a whole different ball game. So what your guides want you to know is that, and I think your intuition, because really this is about your intuition, yes? Your intuition wants you to know that it's good, that you stay away from dramas, from getting sucked into dramas that are going to, how do I say that? That are going to deplete your energy. Again, now, it's a bit contradictory, because here it says, don't be overprotective and don't hide away. But here it then says, don't get sucked into dramas. But you can do both. You can, come out of hiding and not be sucked into drama. Not being sucked into drama, you're going to do that by setting strong boundaries. And that will be addressed later in this reading, in this spread. But don't let people sort of provoke you so that, it's all emotional and then you're almost drowning and you can't get out, because then you'll be in here in the dark, muddy waters, and you can't get up for air. And you don't need that in your life right now, because it's already, hard enough. Okay. So what is the magic potion here that is going to help you get through this state of more joy, more, fertile in a way that you're going to grow as a person. You're going to have the things you really need in order for you to grow and to be joyful, and to have and to feel that joy and to feel satisfied in your life. What is the magic potion? It is the moon. The moon card, it says, listen to your intuition. Now this fox here represents that little voice that you have within you. It is connecting to that inner voice that you have, that everybody has. We all are made out of a primal animal part, which resides in our body, which resides in the fear center of the brain, or the fight and flight center in the brain, that is really attuned to danger. But again, that is also very attuned to the gut knowing, to the instinctive reactions, to the intuition. And the moon also speaks of intuition. It speaks also of, you don't know for sure rationally, but you do know when you connect to that gut knowing, because there you do know for sure. Not here in your brain, but the moon speaks of things being not very clear in a rational way, but very clear in an intuitive way. So the magic potion for you to be joyful and to get through this next 6 months is the moon, and that is connecting to your intuition. Now, this is what you're ready to see, and that's the Hierophant. And what you're ready to see is that you are still learning. You're still, everybody here on earth should be still learning about themselves, about other things, maybe studying up on things they love, but also just learning about yourself. And I feel that, the wisdom, you're gaining more wisdom, you're becoming more wiser. And this is what you're ready to see. You're ready to see that you don't have all the wisdom just yet. You are not perfect just yet. And will you ever have all the wisdom that you need in your life? I don't know. I don't really believe that that people can stop growing. They shouldn't stop growing. That's what I really want to say. I mean, I think it's very healthy if people are having a look at themselves and they, with a critical eye, and say, listen, I can do better, or I can do something different here in my life, with my life. I can be someone better, not someone different, but I can be a better version of myself. But that means that I have to study. I have to go after wisdom, inner wisdom, not so much knowledge, but of course, the more knowledge you have about things and about yourself, the more you will be growing. And yeah, that's what you're ready to see. That no, you haven't got all the answers yet, but you can get more information. Now, what needs to be healed? And that is the Tower. What needs to be healed for you is, well, it apparently you feel like your world is a little bit shaken up. Like everything is upside down almost. Like things are falling apart. That's the feeling that you have. But the Tower, in this regard, because it's here in this position, what needs to be healed, I find the Tower a very beautiful card to have here, and not a card to be afraid of, because this Tower is saying, let's strip away what is no longer useful. Let's strip away the old. Let's strip away the horrible things from the past. Let's strip away that feeling of, everything's falling apart, and let's replace it with, what? New possibilities are going to present themselves to me, because that's what's going to happen. So heal this feeling of everything is shaky, everything is falling apart, because this needs to be healed, but it's ready to be healed, because you can see this Tower in a positive light, like, okay, it's falling apart for a reason. It's falling away for a reason, because something else and something better, something way better. Look at contrast in the colors and in the imagery of these two, because this is what is the promise that is awaiting you. It's way better, it's way more beautiful than this. But in order to get here, this needs to fall away. But of course, because this Tower is a little bit shaking and it is uncertain, we have here the next card, which says, create stability and balance with this. And this is the Two of Pentacles. Where am I holding for? The Two of Pentacles. So the balance that you're going to create is knowing that, there are pros and cons, first of all. There are a few options that you will have to consider. If you know that you have options and that you have the time available, and that because you have time here, there is time for you, because you also don't have all the knowledge yet. And as the wisdom comes in, as the intuitive hits come, you will get, information, and you will need to consider that information. And that information will bring you, because you are considering things, because they are asking you to consider that a little bit rationally. Pros, cons, what do I do? What is my next decision? But it's small steps, it's not big steps. And that is going to help you balance out all the uncertainty that this whole cycle brings with it. Now, furthermore, one more thing I want to say about this card is that your guides also want you to know that, and this will help you with feeling more stable, with feeling more balanced. Your guides want you to know that you can handle whatever is coming on your path, whatever is being thrown your way, and whatever is falling away from here, but also the debris that is there. You can handle that. You are capable, more than capable, to handle it. So that is, in a way, if you know that you can handle that, that will bring more peace and calm within you. Now here, this is ready to be unlocked. It's the Knight of Wands. So your courage, your bravery, that jumping through the fire hoop, it's really daunting. You need courage to do that. You need boldness and bravery to do that. But your boldness your bravery, your courage is ready to be unlocked, and you're ready to jump through those hoops. And that also is going to bring passion in your life, enthusiasm, passion for life again. It's going to start, these flowers are going to start to be budding. Now, in the beginning, they will not be these beautiful roses completely full grown. They will be small seedlings and then little buds that are going to come out until they become these roses. But that will require some courage and some bravery from your part, but that's ready to be unlocked. So you have it. You have more than enough courage to get through this period of time. Then here is this wants more of your time. And it's the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is really representing a woman. Now, we're not doing gender-based readings here, but the imagery is a woman, yes? She's holding a rose. The rose has thorns. The thorns have left scars, yeah? And I feel that this card and your guides are telling you is give a little bit more time towards grieving the past, grieving the wounds of the past, and treating, I'm sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. Anyway, to heal and to deal with things, hurts, wounds from the past, because they are not fully grieved yet and they need time to heal. And you have to give that time, because you need time to grieve these things, and it is also connected to these things that are going to fall away. That will leave some wounds here, because it's going to hurt a little bit, and that you have to take your time to grieve that. If you're going to go too fast and you want to go too fast to get here, that is not going to work. It's not going to work, because that it will create drama for sure, because you want to go way too fast. And then if you go into the drama, you drown in it and you have no time to heal, to grieve, to do the necessary mourning. And there is some mourning that needs to be done here. So really take your time. That's what they're saying. Okay, now let's go here. This is a weapon that needs to be put down. So it says, actually lay down this weapon to end the battle. And it's the Two of Cups. I feel this is, Cups first of all is about emotions. And I feel that this can mean here, and I'm sorry to say it, a little bit of emotional manipulation going on. It can, I feel that sometimes you use it as a weapon. And you use it not so much to really, because you're a manipulative person. I'm not saying that, and that's not what I want to say. It's really, sometimes we all manipulate, yes? Everybody, every human being that has ever lived has done some manipulation. And mostly, why do we manipulate when we're not doing it because we are a malignant narcissists, or because we are, psychopaths or sociopaths, or we are cluster B personalities, but we're just regular human beings who have our fears. And the only way that we then can control those fears is by being manipulative. And sometimes in relationships we do manipulate, because this is an antagonizing position. It's in an obstacle position. It's in a hurdle position. So one of the hurdles is in your relationships, show your true self. Don't hide as well. Again, here, don't hide. Don't be too protective, because when you hide, you also feel the necessity to manipulate, because you don't want to let them in. But don't do that. Don't be overprotective. Let people also in. Don't shield yourself. Don't look at me. Was this a magic trick I was going to do with the cards? I don't know what happened here. Anyway, beyond manipulations, if you're doing that, so be very aware that you're doing that, because then you can stop it. But also, on the other hand, it also is that, hiding away from other people and not connecting with other people and staying away. So disconnecting from other people on purpose, so that you feel you feel protected, but you don't have to do that. That's what you have to stop doing. You can be in connection with other people without drama. Yes, that is possible. And they also urge you to be in a good connection with people, not in a drama connection, in a healthy connection with people. So lay down the fact, the weapon of isolation and the weapon of manipulation in the worst shadowy part. Yeah. Now, the other thing that you need to shed, this says, shed this because it doesn't fit you anymore. Again, look at this. It's a cage. It's a cage you build around yourself to protect yourself, to protect that rose. That rose is your essence, yes? And in that cage, you sort of feel safe, but it's a false sense of safety because you're isolating yourself. It's again, it's again the isolation. So again, I'm going to stand corrected here. It's not so much about manipulation, although some of you may use it, but that will isolate you as well. But on the other hand, it's more about isolation. So stop isolating yourself. Get out of the cage. Stop being in that cage and hiding. It's all connected. These three cards here, that 7 of Swords reversed, the 2 of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles in all these hurdle positions, in these obstacle positions, are telling you to stop isolating, to stop hiding, to stop going away from the world because it feels that you cannot handle it, because you can handle it. It says so here. It says here in this 2 of Pentacles that you can handle whatever is coming your way and whatever is thrown your way. You can handle this. You have the courage to handle this. You have the passion to handle this. You have the fire in you to do this. But also take time to heal. Don't forget that. Sometimes you really need to withdraw. Yes, I agree. Sometimes you need to withdraw, especially when there's drama involved. When there's drama involved, please withdraw and heal it, yeah? That's when you have to take the time out for yourself to heal and to take care of yourself, etc. But don't overdo it. Don't go into complete isolation, because that's not good for you. Because then you never come here in this joyous place of the Empress. Now I'm going to leave these for last. This card speaks about boundaries. So create boundaries with this. And this is really a weird card to create boundaries with, because it's the Wheel of Fortune. But I feel that this is about, you trusting yourself and knowing that even though you cannot completely isolate, and it's very bad for you to completely withdraw from the world, that you do have to be part of the world. You are one of these cogs in the world, and they always turn, and you are a part of it. But you can say no at times, and I have to go through this one. And it's very funny that I sort of skipped this Ace of Swords with the key, and that is really funny because I'll be going back to this, but I'll first go into this Wheel of Fortune furthermore. So you can create boundaries because that's going to help you get on the right track. So be very aware of the moment where you need to withdraw and where you cannot withdraw. This is a boundary you have to create for yourself, but that will bring you more luck. That will bring you more fluent workings of these cogs. It's like oiling the cogs so that they work well. And this card here that I skipped is what is ruling you. So this here, this energy is with you the whole time, and that is the Ace of Swords. And look at the Ace of Swords, the key, holding the key to the right thoughts. Here, this sort of loop, it's a stair. It can be considered a staircase. It is like a shell, but it's also like, here is the keyhole. It also speaks about the brain, the overthinking in our brain, but we hold the key to the solutions. So you have this that is ruling you. You know perfectly, this card is telling you that and your guides are telling you that you know perfectly well when it's time for you to isolate and withdraw, and when it's time to come out of isolations. You know that. Your intuition also will tell you so, and that is your magic potion. So listen to the intuition. Everything here indicates that you hold a key to, knowing that. You also hold the key to getting here, to getting to a place, to get to a place of more joy and more, self-confidence, self-worth, self-understanding, self-esteem, a better self, and a better relationship with yourself. That is what is in the pipeline for you, because this is really a soul reading, yes? Your guides want you to know, but you hold the key. And the key is not to overthink it. The key is to go right here, is to know when you have to isolate, know when you come out of isolation, being in touch with your intuition, learning more about yourself, especially that as well, handling whatever comes your way and being courageous, and then time for healing. The boundaries are really that you have to be, when you need to do this. That is the boundary that you have to set for yourself, so that you don't let people in that are not good for you, and you let only those in that really are contributing to this sense, that are lifting you up, that are not dragging you down. Those are the people that you let in. Those are the boundaries that you set. I feel that, these people that you let in, these cogs are representing the connections, the relationships, the people, the events, the situations that lift you up, that bring you luck, that lift you to a better place. And that's where you want to go. And so you have to set boundaries around these things and not let in the other ones. The card here is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles it wants to be crystal clear. But the King of Pentacles is a big promise, because it tells me that, you are in charge. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your talents, your skills, your values. You need to be led by your values. This is what needs to be crystal clear, that if you stand up for your values and you believe in those values, what is important to you and what is not important to you, if you know that and you stand by them, then everything will work in your favor. The right people will be there, because these people are people that have the same, like-minded ideas, opinions, but also values. That doesn't mean that they have to agree with you like 100%, or like be like a parrot and say the same thing like you. But no, they understand you, they understand where you're coming from, and they have the same sort of value system going on. And that is important. That is what is crystal clear, that you have to surround yourself with those people, but that also you have to stand by your own value system, because that is going to bring you that more joy in your life as well. That is also going to make you able to decide who you let in and who you keep out. Very simple. Then these last three cards here. This is ready to be communicated. This is a card of promise. I always read it. So the communication here from your guides to you is, there's a promise of something, a prize on the horizon, a beautiful thing on the horizon. That is this. This is the promise. And the horse, if you look at it, if the cards were lying like this, the horse is looking at this Empress card, yeah? It's really looking at it. So you have your eyes on that prize. You have your eyes on, yes, I can grow. I can become more self-reliant. I can become more self-worthy, with more self-esteem, more self-confident. I am worthy of all that, and I deserve that. This is a grounded card. It is a card that is moving you in that direction, because it's a knight. It has the horse. The horse in this card is not moving, but it's going to move step by step. Step by step, you're going to come here. You're going to reach here. Now, do you see where I said there is always a female and a male king in this deck? This is the female King of Swords. And this is aim for this. Now I feel here, this is really, again, be decisive. Be decisive on, who is part of your inner circle, your inner value circle, and who is not. Also be decisive when you stand for, what needs to fall away from your life and what needs to stay. Be decisive when that happens. Listen to your intuition and then decide like this King of Swords, because this King of Swords can decide. This sword cuts through any indecision that there might be, that you may have, if you have doubts, if you have trouble focusing, whatever it is that you're struggling about, decide already. Always with your eyes on the prize, looking what is the best for myself. Now it sounds a little bit like selfish, but in the end, if you are okay, then you can also be okay and be good and be giving to the persons and the people around you. So that means that those people that here are in your inner circle and that you let in, that you can give more to them if you are okay. So first you need to make sure that you are okay. And here this is Make a Wish, and this is a beautiful card to make a wish on. Page of Cups. Now look at the Page of Cups. The cups, there's a fish, there's a surprise. Make a wish here. And really, I'm not going to even read this card because this is a promise of beautiful things, of something beautiful, something new, something heart related that's going to come into your world. So it's up to you now to make a wish. Because there is some promise here. It's a surprise even. There is a surprise element to it. You're going to feel surprised. But what are you wishing for? Do it now. You don't have to share it with me, of course. You need to keep this private. Wish upon it now, because this card for me, I can't read it for you. You make a wish. And that wish will also help you lead to this card. This card, my beautiful, beautiful Cancers, is a beautiful card to have. So really, really, really be very appreciated and very, very careful. And for this thing, you can be protective. I will let you be protective for that. Yes. Make a wish now. Do it now. Okay, Cancer, that's your mid-year check-in. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, give me a like, give me a share, maybe subscribe to my channel, maybe push the notification alarm bell thing button thingy, so that you know when the readings are up. I don't do long readings that often or that regularly. It's been quite the year, and that has sort of really messed up my whole plannings and things. But I do daily readings on TikTok, as I said in the beginning, on Instagram here, also on the YouTube Shorts, if you are into those. And yeah, you can find that there, daily guidance and other readings on TikTok. But the long readings only here. So if you want to know when your next reading is out, subscribe please and click the notification button, because I don't post that often. And for now, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you soon. Speak soon, Cancer, and bye for now.